what I really want to get to was some more questions to you. So Q has generated some questions. She's polled, researched, and asked ChatGPT, and like we do the whole thing on what we need to get out of your head, Kirsten, for all our founders out there. So we're going to do what I call the lightning round. And what will happen is Q's just going to...
The hot seat.
It is. Q's just going to pepper you with questions back and forth. I'll jump in where I can.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you have to do. And let's see what we come up with. Q, go for it.
For an early stage startup, what's the most important factor to get right when creating financial projections for investors?
Ed, what do you think that means? Like just the seed, angel seed? Very
I would probably say.
So, because it's different for Series A. To get right would be unit metrics, unit economics.
Yep.
I think that's like the most, if you have to pick one, what would you say, Ed?
Most important?
Well, let's take a moment to talk about this. Kirsten, what goes into unit economics? Because I just throw it out there willy-nilly, like I know what I'm talking about. If you're talking with a founder and they're like, I need to figure out my unit economics, what are you taking them through? What are you asking them?
Well, it's all the different sections of the process is how much money are you going to spend out and where in order to get sales? And then how much does it cost for that thing you're delivering, service or product, to get out into the world in relation to how much you've spent to get attraction and to get those sales? And then internally, what does it take, humans and office rent, copy paper, I joke because no one has that anymore, to support that on a monthly basis, equivalent to the investment that is coming to you in stages, because you're not, in case anyone doesn't know this, you're not handed a $2 million at once.
That's the perfect way to explain it. I love the way that you broke it down into 3 levels. You did it better than I would have. So riffing off what Kirsten says, let's look at the 3 levels. So first you got what are you selling your product for? So let's say $10. All right. You sell your product for $10. What did it cost you to get that person to spend that $10? Now, let's say you spent $2. This is your unit economics. And you have to be able to explain to investors straightforward. We spent $2 to get a customer. So now you got $8. And then what did that product cost you to get there? If you're a CPG, you may say it cost me $4 to get that product out there, right? And then you may say with software, it only costs us $1 because our stuff infinitely scales, right? So, and then you have to think of all the other stuff, your office, salaries, everything like that, which goes into your net margin, right? So after you calculate all said and done, and then an investor's going to look at that and say, based on this, how fast do they have to grow? When are they going to run out of money? And how am I going to get paid return? So that's how I would calculate.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to add one other level of complexity there. You need to figure out the life of that sale.
Right? Lifetime value. Yeah. Right.
So if you sell that, but that person is only on for a month, you're negative. If it costs you more to get it out in the sale than you're going to get from the customer in their life of being a customer.
That's right. If you're upside down, and this is the reason, lifetime value. That's why SaaS platforms are very popular. They're kind of falling out of style right now, just because of macro trends. But the reason SaaS was so popular was if you got a business to commit to you for $100 a month, them moving away from your software was pretty rare. And you could calculate how well your company was growing based upon how much of that $100 a month you retain, which is net retained recurring revenue or revenue, right? And so that's where it helps with the unit economics and all the things that you're going to do. And those are things you want to calculate.